Good evening, everybody. Appreciate you being here today as we continue my part to Prem save with Leek Town. And yeah, when I left, we had just finished August and we'd just recovered a little bit of form after a pretty shaky start to the season where we'd lost to St Albans, drawn to Sudbury. We did manage to get a good win against Bedford Town, who are one of the worst teams in the league. So wasn't the um, most exciting of results, if I'm honest. And then a draw against Bury, not the worst in the world, but the fact they had a player sent off did make take a little bit of the gloss off this subject because I yeah, and we only scored a penalty for that matter. But yeah, it's a tough game. That obviously the referee had full control of that game. Red card, penalty for them, penalty for us. Then we got a 3-1 victory against Guiseley, who have been a bit of a nemesis team of ours, and a 1-0 win against Morecambe. Now, that was a really good result. Morecambe are one of the better teams, so I would say that was a fantastic result. Then we come to September. Now, September started with a little bit of a disaster, really. We really want to get promoted this season, or at very least make the playoffs. And I was confident at the start of the season that we'd do it. Then seeing these results, I was like, "There's no way we are good enough to get promoted." So a 2-2 draw against Alfreton, which I mean they equalised in the dying seconds, so it's a bit frustrating. But then we went to Morpeth Town, and this guy here, Cameron Paul, I've even looked at how much it would cost to sign him, but they want too much because he ripped me apart. He really did. 3 goals. We managed to get one free kick, if I remember correctly, from Thomas Brown. And that is all we could do in reply. But he just, every time he got a chance, I don't think they had many shots. I think, if I remember correctly, he scored with his first 3 shots on target. And yeah, it was 3 shots on target, 3-0, and 3-1, and we really struggled to get in the game after that. And the only reason they've had more shots is because they've scored. We've gone attacking, and they've come into it a little bit more towards the end. But it wasn't fair. But then things turned around after. Sorry, we played in the FA Cup against Lower Breck again. Got a nice win against them, but you would expect us to beat them. Then we played Braintree Town and lost 2-0. And this guy here has been the bane of my life because he was with us. He was one of our players, and I don't even remember if he scored for us. Let's have a look. No, he never scored for us and never looked like scoring in the 5 appearances he made for us. So I got rid of him. He was moaning about game time and all that sort of stuff. And then he's come back to bite me in the bum several times now. So, never mind. But then, after Braintree, things started to turn around. Mark McCarthy has shown good form, 3-0. We've got a few new players which we need to talk about. So let's forget that. Mark McCarthy scored 2 and Gareth Jones 1 for a 3-0 win against AFC Fylde. Then Tamworth, 5 goals, 5 different scorers. One of them being one of our new guys, Francis Church. Francis Church is a striker. Oh, I've clicked off that. Who is 6'4", good as a target forward. Big Tell has been injured for a long period of time. He's just come back recently, so it was important for us to just get that little bit of extra cover in the attacking area because we have been struggling, if all truth be known, across the board. We have managed to now sign a few new players who are making a difference to the strength of the squad. So yeah, so that's 5-2 against Tamworth. And Tom Unwin on the score sheet there, he's been playing really well. But Gareth Jones he's not a new one. I'm not showing you a new person here. He's one of the guys I think who came through the youth ranks, and he seems to be really coming on at the moment. So just check, he did come through. Oh no, we did sign him. I didn't think we'd signed him, but oh no, they're loans, aren't they? Yeah. So he has been at us since 26, 27. He came through the youth system, and he's actually making himself a first choice keeper. Then you've got Geisley again in the FA Cup third qualifying round. Francis Church got his first goal for the club, and I think he's going to be a good acquisition. It's going to be difficult to decide who we play up front over time for two reasons. One being that our left winger, Khalil, is playing very well, and McCarthy has been doing exceptional up front as well. So it's difficult for Big Tell because he might struggle to get back in the side. Well, he will struggle. I even looked at loaning him out to just get him fully back to his fitness again. Then we've got this Khalil Steele has scored a few goals lately, as you'll see. But 4-1 against Scarborough with Khalil Steele and McCarthy and Jones all on the score sheet. The three players who I've just been talking about. All doing a fantastic job. And as you can see, our form by this point has really turned around. FA Cup's fourth qualifying round, and this is where Khalil Steele scored 4 goals in one game. Francis Church scored a goal, Mensah and McCarthy. McCarthy, I think, was on the bench for the most part. He just came on towards the end to give Khalil the well-deserved round of applause that he got. Then we move on to Worksop. So with Worksop Town, it was a closer game than I would have liked, but we did beat them 3-2. Big Tell came on and got the winner. That's his first goal since returning from injury, but he has been very much a substitute player at this point, which is a shame because, I love Big Tell. Anyway, the next game's against AFC Telford, 6-2. 4 goals for McCarthy, Steele on the board again, and Jojo Coverley, he's got himself on the score sheet. He's playing okay. Him and Mensah are obviously switching between the two. And by this point, we had moved up to second in the league, and I'm beginning to think actually we might be able to do something this season. Then we played Blythe Spartans, who were on the verge of relegation, and we could not score. It was just absolute backs to the wall for them. 22 shots, only 4 on target, which was the disappointment. 0-0. So is that a sign that we're going to be turning in some disappointing results again for this stream? Or are we going to continue our unbeatable form? That is the question. Where does that leave us in the league? 5th place. We were second and then we drew 0-0 and we've dropped to 5th place. Bury and Hereford are teams that we're probably going to be chasing for this season. Morecambe, obviously, and Scarborough. But we're playing against some big teams here, and it's going to be hard work to keep ourselves in the top 7. But preferably, we'd like to go up automatically, which means, obviously, we'd have to win the league. On recent form, I would say we've got a chance. But can we keep it going? That's the question. And that's what we're going to find out together today. Let's go to the squad and just go through any new signings that I can remember that we've done. Liam Crutchett is a 22-year-old wing-back. He's, I wouldn't say he was absolutely outstanding, but him and Correa are able to hold down that position together, but we just needed a little bit of cover in that area. He is actually playing quite a lot of football for somebody who's a fringe player since he's arrived, so he'll be quite happy with his playing time. Utaka, no. Khalil Steele, McCarthy. Max Davis is a brand new signing. I don't think I've even played him yet. No, he's not made an appearance for me. He's a centre back who's left-sided, which is important. He's only a fringe player, so he won't be playing all the time. But when he does play, 16 pace for a 6'2" guy who's got 11 heading and 11 marking. Tackling's not as good as I'd like it, but it's not out of the realms of useful. And everything is reasonably well rounded. So I think he's going to be a good backup to the main two and the player that we have on loan. But the fact that he's left sided as well is a real bonus. Francis Church, we've obviously already seen. Scored a couple of goals in the FA Cup and one in the league. But obviously, he's competing with McCarthy at the moment because Khalil Steele is playing so well. Trying to work out why Khalil Steele is only slightly happy because he's played every game he's been fit for. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Who else have we got? Oh, John Coverley's been playing good in terms of his match ratings. So he's been well involved in everything. 4 goals and 4 assists at 19 years old. He's looking good. Martin McCarthy, I don't know why. I always imagined he was older than what he is, but he's only 19 years old now. So everything he did last season alongside Big Tell, those two were only 18 years old. Big Tell is 21, sorry. Didn't realise Big Tell had got that old. But he's sort of in the peak of his powers, and all of a sudden finding he's got a bit of a challenge for his place at the moment. So I don't know if I showed the goalkeepers that we've signed or not. Remy Mitchell, reasonably well rounded, but only 5'11". Lewis Ward is 33 years old, so well experienced, a little bit slow, but good aerial reach, handling and kicking, and all the important stats. He was at Port Vale, so he's been playing at a higher level. And so he should be okay. He played 70 games over the last 2 seasons in League One or wherever they are. So he should be capable of doing well in this level. And obviously we got Fred Heath. Lewis Banks, I think he was already here. He's just a backup right back. I think that's all of the new guys. Yeah. So not many changes, just enough to bolster the squad a little bit. I'm just having a quick look at the playing time happiness. I mean, some of these I'm not sure why. So Remy Mitchell has played 6 games, and he's only slightly happy. But he's only played two less than Lewis Ward, and they're both backup keepers. So I'm not sure why the complaints really. If anybody you thought would be unhappy, it'd be Fred Heath, but somehow he's more than happy. But hey, you can't keep everybody pleased. But nobody's complaining yet. That's the important bit. Let's get ourselves to the next match. If I do miss your chat or anything like that, I do apologise. I've been having trouble with my OBS displaying the chat. For some reason, it's not recognising Restream. So I think it's working. I have just tested it recently, and it took quite a while for the message to come through. So if there's a bit of a delay on anything on the chat, I apologise. It's down to Restream, not me. I've just got this nagging feeling we might have another signing or something that I've forgotten about that is yet to come in. Let's have a look. No, there's nothing there, is there? So let's have a quick of an evaluation of who we're up against rather than just blindly going into the matches like I have been doing. So we've got FA Cup match coming up against Carlisle United. That's going to be fun. A little bit of an adventure for us, and maybe that's a sign of why we are we got the 0-0 draw in the league. Hopefully, we can get a win against Radcliffe, who sit in 17th place. We look at their opposition report. They are likely, formation analysis, expected style, to be a mid-block team who will try and press us a lot, and they're going to play on the counter-attack, long ball stuff. So we'll see how this tactic plays out against them. Tactics doing very well, scoring plenty of goals. Defensively, we're just not quite where I want it to be yet. So, but Carlisle United in the FA Cup, before we go on to Hales Owen, another team towards the bottom. Hyde United, another team lower half of the mid-table. So hopefully the next few league games at least we can get ourselves 9 points. That's the plan. I want to get Coverley back in because he's been playing really well. Just looking at I just can't understand why Khalil Steele's unhappy because he has been sensational. I think morale-wise we're in a good place. Bradbury, you can probably come in for your attacker. I think I do probably need to allow your attacker to go out on loan again because we do have Butler and Unwin both vying for places, and both have been playing very well. So we are going to have to try our best to keep those guys happy because they are doing okay. Brooms and Brown are obviously the first choice defenders. I do want to give some playing time to Davis and a two who obviously we've got to try and keep him happy, the guy on loan. And I'm sure he's only down as a regular starter, so we've not got too much to worry about there. Oh, I hate that view. And I can't get out of it. Makes me dizzy. Let's get the old dashboard up. So we're half an hour in, and the first real highlight is looking like it's going to Radcliffe. we're not getting this away. It has got over. That's a relief. So Crutchit with a throw-in now. 39th minute of the game. Jones chipped to the far post where Coverley very nearly got a header in at the far post. We won the corner, but we won't get to see it. I think I'm just going to drop it to balanced. We are in control of the game, but we don't want to get hit on the counter-attack, and I just don't want to be too critical of the team when they're playing so well. But in terms of tactics, Steele's having a bit of a slow game, so I might bring on Churchy. And team instructions. Let's just bring down the pace ever so slightly, see whether we can still dominate, but just give ourselves a little bit more time on the ball and maybe find that breakthrough. Judging by all the highlights. No, oh, we got an opportunity. Clark with a throw from a dangerous area. Coverley seemed to run away from the goal then. He had a perfect chance to shoot and turned around and passed it away. I can already see this being at least a 0-0 or 1-0 to Radcliffe because we are not creating the chances. Here's a corner for Radcliffe. Just as I speak about it, Brown makes a good header at the near post. I mean, this is dangerous. I don't even know what to say. They are looking very, very good. Right, get the ball away, you clowns. This is another highlight that has dragged on for them, and we don't look convincing in getting the ball away. We have the ball in our possession now. Is that the end of the highlight? It's been going on for a long time. It's still rolling and it's still in their possession. Bjork. Time. Oh, Brown, what have you done? Flipping heck. Church now. Can he get there? No, he can't. Coverley. Clark. Plays the ball to Church. Back to Clark. Clark chips it over to Hall, who's made a good run. Swings in across to the far post. McCarthy hits it back to Jones. Oh, I thought he was going to get another goal. He has cropped up with a few important goals recently, but we could really do with one now from somebody. Church is lurking at the back post. Has the goal. Was he onside? The linesman's run away, so I think that he has done it. Francis Church gives us the lead 1-0. I don't know. It looked like he face planted the ball more than headed it, but we'll take the goal. That's the important bit. They've definitely come back into the game the second half. But now we've got the breakthrough, they're going to have to try and come at us a little bit more. So hopefully that will open up things at the back as Clark picks up the ball. Swings in across, it takes a deflection, doesn't get any distance on it, but it's still there. McCarthy slots home, and all of a sudden the game is in our hands. Nice finish from McCarthy. We've got a few players who are beginning to look tired. I think I might give Big Tell a go, but he'll have to go on the right wing. So that obviously Church will not want to come off having scored a goal. Let's have a look at some of these players, see who we're going to make a change for... Why is it saying that Crutchit is a goalkeeper? So I think we got 2 keepers. They're never going to score against us. So, yeah, we'll take Coverley off. Mensah, obviously, will be disappointed that he's not got on. And which midfielder do we go with? I'm going to move Bradbury forward, even though Bradbury has not been playing very well. And we'll put Unwin on as a defensive midfielder. And we'll see how we go from there. Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure on the positions for this, the roles that we have for this tactic, especially with regards to defensive midfielder, channel midfielder. Those 2 have just not been really sold on, but we do seem to be pulling out some good results. So I'm not going to mess with them at the moment. I was wondering, particularly defensively with the defensive midfielder, do I have him drop back into the centre-back role? Which would mean that probably whatever his name is on the bench, I've forgotten his name, Butler would be the one. Oh, I forgot to bring Davis on. I should have given him a run out. Yeah, and if we had Brown in the defensive midfielder role, he could pull back into that position as well. But like I say, at the moment, we do seem to be getting the results that we want. So I will leave it as it is. Don't try and fix something that's not broken, I suppose is the old adage. So it looks like from the live table, we're up to 3rd place. Behind the 2 big teams that are highlighted as going to be the hardest ones to catch. What was his contribution in that match that made him so good? I think it was defensive. It's not very often we get the defenders getting recognition, so that's good. I do like Thomas Brown. I think he's a pretty good player, 6'8", and he takes free kicks and scores them. And we've got an extension on him because of him playing 15 games as well. So we've got that in nice and early. I've won the manager of the month. Oh, the manager of the month. Oh, that means we're going to lose the next match. We've got some big teams in this, so it's nice to be getting recognised. Of course, if you've not been following this save, we've taken a long time to get to here, but we have built, in my opinion, a reasonably strong squad. We took 4 attempts to get out of the league below, and then we've managed to sort of we missed out on the playoffs in the previous season, but we were doing really well, just fell away at the end, dropped right out of the playoff places. This season we've gone for building a much stronger team, and I think we've done it. We look like we're sitting pretty now in 3rd place in the league, but for a long time I was sitting between 14th and 11th place. And when you're wanting to have aspirations of at least the playoffs, it's not a good place to be when you've already dragged the game on as long as we have. I was really confident that we'd be probably runaway leaders at the start of the season. I thought we were just awesome. I thought the tactic looked like it's working really well. And then as soon as the season kicked off, it just absolutely went flat as a pancake as we got beat despite dominating a game, and then drew in a game that we dominated. And I was like, I just can't believe how we're struggling. But we've had some big wins over the course of the last couple of months, and hopefully now we can continue to increase on what we're doing. I think we've got a stronger squad, but I do think we're also going to find players getting a bit fed up of not playing sooner rather than later. Can't believe nobody came in for Big Tell. So Davis is cup tied. That's a bummer. A 2 who could come in for him. We get a couple of extra subs as well. That's good. So we'll put Shelton on to cover the right. And I don't think we've got a keeper on the bench, have we? So I'm going to play Mitchell, to be honest, with it being a cup game. Let's have a look. Do we want to try... what do we want to try, I should say? We'll give Banks a run out. He's reasonably experienced. Unwin as a playmaker. Butler as a defensive midfielder. And Big Tell on for McCarthy. We'll let McCarthy have a rest. I think this is as far as we'll probably be going in the FA Cup. That's my sort of personal opinion of it. I think we could have got an easier draw than we have. But we do still have a chance against Carlisle. You know, it wouldn't be the team I'd say we've got absolutely no chance against. So it'll be interesting to see how our midfielders cope today. The young lads, not necessarily the first choice all the time. So see how they cope against this Carlisle team. So early on, and Carlisle getting a bit of possession. Whether this is their highlight or not, we're not sure yet. Crutchett has won the ball back, but now he's out of position. Remy Mitchell makes a save. Thomas Brown with a free kick in a good area. He's hit the post, and Steele has missed an absolute gift of a goal there. Just needed to wrap his foot around it a little bit more. So Brown plays the ball to Crutchett. Steele. Poor ball from Steele. He's looking like he's not interested today, to be honest. Oh, Remy, what have you done? Just get rid of the ball or blimmin' take a step back and catch it. That's been disallowed. Thank goodness for that. Oh, man, that was shocking from Remy, though. So Strachan with a corner for Carlisle. It was won by Luambo, but it's gone over the bar. We are still susceptible to them near post corners, though. So 0-0 at half-time. Carlisle have had the better of the game. There's no question about that. But the fact we're still in it is something. I'll say they've been unlucky so far, but they haven't. We've really been battered. But we'll bring Church on for Big Tell. And Bradbury on for Unwin. And McCarthy on for Steele. I don't think Steele's played very well at all today, so don't think he'll be missed. This was an opportunity for him to put his name out there a little bit more. I'm thinking of moving us back to a little bit more cautious. We can't put Davis on. I was thinking I could put Davis on, get him his debut, but he's not on the bench because he's cup tied. So here we go with Thomas Brown free kick in the 64th minute of the game. It is met by one of the first defenders, so pretty disappointed with that, but the highlight will not be finishing with that, surely. McCarthy has slotted it home into the bottom corner. He was onside, so we now officially lead against Carlisle. That is what we wanted. Crutchett laid it back for Brown, who chipped it over expertly. Good control with his right foot, and then finished by Mark McCarthy. The young lad keeps getting better and better for me. McCarthy brings the ball forward, chips it into the air. Cloverley can't get to it. Now the counter-attack is well and truly on, and Heaton. I will tell you who he's got for company, but it wouldn't flipping tell me. Oh, who's number 12? Brooms. Flipping bugging me this game sometimes. All I wanted to know was who was chasing him. So it's 1-1, and I think there's no replays, is there? So I think we could be going to penalties here. It won't let me pause, so I can't look to see whether I've got any decent penalty takers on the bench or this game at the moment. Gary Jones, what are you like? 3. So what is Hall? Also a 3. So I'm going to bring Mensah on and Gary Jones. I don't think we've specifically weakened our team by doing that. I should have brought Unwin on, actually, thinking about it, because he's a reasonable penalty taker, but never mind. Apologies for that. Stopping it so close to the end of the game. Oh, what have I done now? Trying to get my technical advisors to work out how to work the chat for me. So Crutchit with a throw. We're right in the dying seconds of this game. Can they get the ball in? Bradbury. Oh. We've got a corner. We're not going to see it because it's penalties. So I'm going to set this up myself for a change. So Francis Church. Then Nathan Butler. Mark McCarthy. Bright Mensah. Mackenzie Bradbury. And then we're into the guys who are not so confident. Lewis Banks is probably experienced actually, so I probably could have got him involved in this, but wish the guys luck. That's all that's what they need. Scarlett scores the first goal. I wasn't even looking. It was that quick. Come on, boys, we can do this. We are the underdogs, so they shouldn't feel too much pressure. So Church continues his fine form with a nicely slotted away goal there. Go on, Remy Mitchell. The only thing with having Remy Mitchell in, he's the smallest of our goalkeepers by a long way. Heaton now. But he's managed to get down and make that save. And now it's advantage to ourselves if we can score this goal. So it's Butler next. What's Butler got for us? Butler slots it home. 2-1. Advantage to Leek Town. We could really do with a good cup run. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Here comes Hornby. He's slotted home nicely. Remy Mitchell was never going to get that. He's only 5'11". He's not the tallest of players. Can't remember who's coming up next. McCarthy. You would hope McCarthy's got the composure to finish this. Here he comes. Slots it home. 3-2. 2 penalties left each. Now, Mark Mullen. I think that's Mark Mullen. Slots it home. Mitchell didn't even move in time for that one. I think we'll just have to accept some of these animations are not great. Especially when you take the winning penalty. See if it does it, but if we get the winning penalty in a minute, and Mitchell, you watch him run across the pitch. But we're a long way off that yet. Mensah's got a score. He does. I was a little bit concerned with how he was taking that run up then, but he slotted it home. And we are 4 from 4. And if they miss this, it's game over. And you won't be able to see what I was trying to show you. Adeniyi for Carlisle. Oh, broke a deal. Oh, he's missed it as well. And we've won. So I don't get to show you what always happens. Here come the guys to celebrate together. And they just sort of run to the corner and then stop. No hugging. Must be like COVID times again or something. But yeah, that's a fantastic result. We progress in the FA Cup. I wasn't really expecting it. we were able to rotate the team as well, which is good. And yeah, I'm made up with that result because that will do no end of good for our morale. Nearly 50k for the result as well. Absolutely sensational, lads. Come on. We are in the second round, and who've we got? Stevenage. So, again, another tough game. But we've earned that. If we could get past Stevenage, that would be like, you know, we're in the realms of getting a big FA Cup tie then, and that'd set us, financially, that'll set us in a good place for many years to come. If we could get an Arsenal, a Man City, a Manchester United, or Liverpool away, that would be brilliant. But Stevenage are going to be a tough team to get past, so we don't want to get too ahead of ourselves there. Cup runs, of course, can be detrimental to the other games that we have to play. So a couple more league games, then it's the FA Trophy, so we'll definitely be rotating the side for the FA Trophy. Khalil wasn't so great in that FA Cup game. I might give him a rest. He's played a lot of games in a row. And that means that there's room for Church and McCarthy in the side for this next game. Which is against Hales Owen, a team really struggling this season. Oops. It's currently second from bottom, just 10 points so far in 15 games for them. Yeah, mate. What are you looking at? You want the ball? There you go. Right. So what I wanted to do was check the opposition report just to see mid-block, which is what I thought we were going to. So a very similar team to what we beat 2-0 in the last league game. They did give us a little bit of trouble, so we will have to be cautious with that, but if we can get an early goal, that would help. So a 2 who can come and have a game. Banks can be replaced by Clark, and Correa, where are you? You can come and have a run in the side. Mensah on the right. McCarthy up front. Big Tal can't believe what's happened since he picked up that injury, can he? So we'll give Hall a rest and put Jones on there. And Bradbury can come in for Butler. Anything else that we want to do? Do we give Remy Mitchell another game in goal? I think we do. He deserves it. Oh, I forgot. We were going to do Church and McCarthy, weren't we? And give Mr. Steele a rest. He's done okay as Khalil Steele, but we'll give him a rest. What's up with you? Hey? You gone for a cuddle? Have you? You gone for a cuddle? Oh, that's nice. Oh. Okay, so off we go. With the pointless highlight. Which Wayne Clark brings down the wing and then it finishes. Unwin swings in the cross. Back with Unwin, gives it to Bradbury. Jones. Clark. Where's Clark going to take it? He's going to swing in across, is he? No, he's going to the byline. Now he swings in across. McCarthy's waiting at the far post. Just wide. Good effort, but you sort of like come to expect him to score those chances. Jones gives it to Unwin, plays it out to Carrera. We are creating quite a few highlights early doors. Although there's no guarantee this is our highlight. I should wait and see before I speak too soon. Correa gives it to McCarthy. Nice little chipped ball, and Jones, you should have scored. So Clark plays it back to a 2-who. Gives it to Brown. McCarthy. Good chest control. Swings in the cross again. Church will do an overhead. Oh my word, we've scored an overhead kick. We have actually done it. That one there is getting clipped. What a goal. It's been disallowed. You are joking. There is no logical reason in this world why that has been disallowed. I am absolutely perplexed as to why that's been disallowed. I don't want to play anymore. How could you score a goal like that and not count it? Well, we're going to complain to the referee about that. Wish you had the option to shout at the ref. That's a disgrace. Clark swings in across. Can't believe it. I just worked something out here. McCarthy, good ball in. Jones wins a header. I just worked something out of our tactics that we needed to change and I forgot. Inside forward. Mensah to winger. Confirm changes. So those little tweaks sometimes I think can help you break the deadlock in games as well. I mean, we're much the better team, but we've not had a shot on target apart from a wonderful overhead kick, which doesn't count. Church to McCarthy. Bradbury. Chipped over to Mensah. Mensah takes it to the byline, comes back to Clark. Swings in the cross. Church is waiting in the back post and we've won a penalty. A little bit of justice. If we put it away, of course. We've been quite good at penalties lately. Don't speak too soon. Unwin. Didn't even get a penalty in the last game. But he's slotted it away and we have the lead against Hales Owen. Now it's just a case of can we go from there and make this count now. So, nice calm finish. Good penalty, to be fair. Let's put them to bed now with another couple of goals. Sooner rather than later. Mensah gives it to Clark. A 2-who to Brown and back again. Back to Clark. Plays it to Mensah. We're now starting to make progress down the pitch. Mensah keeps going, swings in the cross. Church is waiting. Church with a superb header. He is looking outstanding today. And finally, his figures, his match stats will start showing a little bit of positivity. Because that overhead kick should be getting him a 10 out of 10 for the day on its own. And he doesn't even get the goal for it. I mean, I hope we can look at the highlight and see it again at the end of the game. The only reason I'm not doing it in-game is because of the tendency of a game to crash when you start messing about with things. Clark swings in across. McCarthy thought he was going to stick that in the top corner, but it's clipped the crossbar and come out. Correa can't get the cross in. Wins a corner, but we won't get to see it. Bradbury gives it to Brown. Correa, the highlights are all over, aren't they? They're just one after the other. And they're all in our favour at the moment. McCarthy, back to Correa. Correa, go on. Burn it, lad. Put it in now. Swings in the cross. Mensah's at the far post. And look at that. Allows it to run over the defender's head and then just places it in with his right foot. Bright Mensah makes it 3-0. And all of a sudden, we are cruising. So they're doing brilliantly. We'll move on to the second half. Don't need to make any subs yet. I don't think anybody's tired. They're playing very well. Why would you change what's working so far? 15 shots in that first half. So, not many highlights happening here. Let's start thinking about making a few changes. Big Tel can come on for Church, who's had a good game. And Khalil Steele for McCarthy. I think we'll go with 2 wingers for a change. We don't do that very often. So, is there anyone looking specifically? So, Jones is looking complacent. That's a good excuse to bring Butler on. I think I'm going to move Unwin back. What does Butler prefer in terms of position? Well, he does actually prefer the playmaker role, so let's switch those 2 round. And do we want to make one more or not? Still haven't. I didn't put Davis on the bench. He's still not made his debut. So Thomas Brown can come off for Brooms. And we've got 1 spare in case we get an injury. Is this game going to crash or is it just not working? There we go. So 20 minutes to go. Hales Owen about to get a highlight for the first time, so that means 3-1. Hey, they've got an unwin. Longson gives it to Unwin, who's found Arnold, and there's the goal. Oh, they've won a corner. We won't get to see it. Oh, we do get to... Oh, what? That is not fair. Never get to see our corners. It's to the far post, which I'm usually more comfortable with. And this time, swung to the far post. We've headed it away. Come on, guys. Get control of the ball. Here's Steele now. Khalil Steele. Charging forward. On loan from Luton. Nobody's with him. He's tried to get himself sent off. But he's still going, Khalil Steele. And he's won the corner. What's the betting? We don't get to see our corner. There you go. What a surprise. Favoritism. And that looks like that's going to be it for today. 3-0, another comfortable victory. Looking at the other results to see whether we've got anything interesting. Morecambe got a good win against Hereford. Yes, and Bury didn't win either. This could be a good week for us. Because Morecambe have won, we're not gone top, but we overtook 2 teams there. I think I forgot to do a team talk. Hope that doesn't affect the next game. Where's Morecambe come from? They must have had a game in hand or something, because otherwise I can't see how they're ahead of me. I mean, it's too early to be worried about being top and outright top, unless you're going to go well clear. Serious. Just give me... My dog is mithering me today. Let's build a barrier against him. Ugh. Hopefully I can keep myself protected and my dog will leave me alone. Well, we've got Hereford coming up in a few games. That's going to be a tasty one for us. Look at that, 3 teams on 34. We're ahead on goal difference on the 2 teams. So it's another game they're putting pressure on us to win. We are in great form at the moment. I think we accept a loan for Utaka, because he's really on the fringes, isn't he? So I think it'll do him good to go and get a loan. What was that? Oh, 1 pen. I thought it was saying that we had 1 transfer in pending, but we don't. It's 1 going out, which is Utaka on loan to Kirsten Ashton. Whoa. Time to take the old jumper off. Found a name tag on my t-shirt for him. I've just been to heart attack rehab today, so getting me old exercising as I continue to recover from the heart attack that I've had. So what do we do? Mensah, I think I want to play him another game. I might keep the same team, apart from I'm going to give Davis a start and Brooms back in. Tom Brown onto the bench. Where's the other midfielder? Jones. Oh, Jones is on, so it's Hall. I think that's how we're going to play it. We need to change these roles for this game. And go to match. Hyde United, we've had a few scuffles with this team over the past few years. But let's hope we can give them a good hiding today. Come on, Leek. Trying to see if there's any particular players who I recognise as players who have caused us issues. Aston and Walker, definitely. Walker's definitely one who, over the years, has had a bit of an impact on us. Brooms brings the ball forward, plays it out to Mensah. Mensah has skinned his men. He's got into space. He's crossed it a little bit early for my liking. McCarthy won the header, but unfortunately was off target. If it had just gone another 10 steps or so, then McCarthy would have been in a much better place to have one of these chances where you can't miss. But chances seem few and far between in the first 10 minutes. We are racking up the shots, but there's nothing on target. So let's see what we can do about that. Let's try and work the ball into the box. Just make a little bit of a change. See whether it increases the veracity of the goals. I do think that Mensah crossed too early with that one. Davis deals with it well, sends the ball long. No nonsense. Church with a super flick on there. Gives it to McCarthy. McCarthy crosses the ball to Hall. And Ty Hall, I'm not totally sure how he kicked that because he seemed to kick it with his standing leg. But what a great breakaway goal that was. Got a cross in. How does he do this now? Well, it's a nice little flick. Good composure there from Ty Hall. He's beginning to prove to be quite a key player for us. A 1-0 lead. We could do with another couple of goals before half-time just to make this comfortable. Are there any interesting scorelines for us? Bury are winning. Morecambe are not winning yet. And Hereford are winning. So the three teams chasing Morecambe. Oh, Morecambe have gone up. So we scrap all that. Everybody's winning. What's the bet? Only one of these teams concedes a goal and drops points. So that is going to be half-time, I think. Yes, there it is. Half-time, 1-0. It's not a comfortable lead. I would like to see us get at least one more goal as early as possible. So I've got to warn them against complacency. Because we have been in total control. Mark McCarthy's looking tired, so I'm going to bring Khalil Steele on. Do we? Or what's Mensah been doing? Yeah, we'll go to two wingers, I think. Just to change things up. Khalil Steele. On you come. Tempted to bring Coverley on as well, but we'll give it a bit longer before we look at swapping either Church or Mensah, or both. If we can get that second goal, I'll be well happy. A corner with Khalil Steele. We actually get to see a corner. Amazing. Church wins the header, clips the crossbar. Not a bad effort, a good corner. So Best bringing the ball forward for Hyde. Gives it to Miller. Long ball forward, which Walker has got some space on the wing. A little bit nervous. Aston at the far post heads it brilliantly back in for Najinko, and oh, what a bunch of prats you are. I knew this was coming. All the other teams will win. Hereford are 2-0 up. Morecambe are 2-1 up. Bury are 2-0 up. So, yeah, there's only one team got to drop the points here, and it's us. Every time we get ourselves in a good position, we go and do something stupid. So, Mensa's coming off. Church is coming off. And Jones is coming off for Butler. That is a sign of one unhappy manager. Time's ticking away and we're not getting any chances here. Come on. Lower the speed, but play more direct. Straight into a highlight before the change happens. Interesting. It might be a highlight. Coverley even. Steele plays it to Correa. Steele, where you got to go with it, mate? He's squared it to Big Tell. Big Tell, big bad Tell. Good finish. And that's what we needed. We do not want to drop any points here. And we'll drop to balanced. We don't want to go and concede a silly goal because we're being too attacking. We've slowed it down as well, so hopefully we can create another chance. And we're still quite direct. We've already caught them once with a long ball forward. This game is ticking away now. Which is what we want, don't get me wrong. We've got a couple of tired defenders there. Jones, no. That's not who I want. Brown, that's who I want. Knew it was a popular English name. Can come on for Brooms, who's looking tired. How's our Davis done? He's got a good match rated at the moment for his debut. I mean, the centre back with 16 pace. That is pretty good going, especially now we're playing a more aggressive defensive line. Butler plays it out to Clark. Clark swings in the cross. Nobody's there, but Steele now has got a chance to pick out somebody. He's gone for goal himself, bent it round. That was close. After a nice 1-2 with Butler, he nearly finds the top corner. But is that it? Yep, that is it. We've managed to pull off what could have been a bit of a shaky moment. Nothing's changed in the league, except for maybe some goal differences of Constantina. Bury have got a good win there. Morecambe 1-2-1, and Hereford are higher up, aren't they? But it won't move, so I can't look at them. Why won't it show me? That just does not want to tell me how Hereford did. Well done. We weren't at our best, but we got the win. We got there in the end. And that could have been a little bit of a hangover for me forgetting to do the thing. So, we got to find out how Hereford did now because it won't let me see. I just can't see them. Where are they? There's Filed. Oh, there they are. They won 2-1 as well. So they didn't really pull up any trees in their game either. So, don't know why it took me that long to find them. Are you joking? Are you mad? Of course we're not going to loan you, Jonesy. He's become one of our key players. Should take him off the loan list then, really, shouldn't you? Then they won't put offers in for him. Oh, FA Trophy next, so we get to see some of the fringe players. Big Tell, you know, you've got a match coming. He got a goal as well. Big Tell came off the bench to secure the victory for us. He's still a useful player for us, even if he has now got very real competition for that place. How did the football go tonight with Manchester City? Oh, sorry, Chelsea, wasn't it? Yeah, that was it. Interesting result. Viva Garnacho scored 2 goals and they still managed to lose. Right, so, this was his match and he's flipping got away on international duty. Unbelievable. I'm glad we rested Brown because Butler is now gone on international duty as well. I think that's how we're going to have to leave it because you only get 5 subs in this competition, so means we're a little bit short. But what I will do is give Banks a run out. Correa's had a good run in the side, so Crutchit can come back. I mean, Shelton might want a game, but I can't play both Banks and Shelton, so Fred Heath can have a go in goal. And Mensah can come off, and Coverley can go back in. Now we want... we'll put Unwin as a defensive midfielder, Butler as the playmaker, and Hall can stay on. I think nobody's tired, are they? So, yeah, so we'll leave it like that for now. And hopefully that will give a few of these players who haven't played much in the last few games a little bit of game time. Not even check who we were against, Kettering Town. So, not the easiest of matches in the FA Trophy, but we're not too fussed about this competition, to be honest. The further you get in, the better the prize money gets, but it's not going to be groundbreaking unless you reach the final. So here we go. Come on, boys. FA Trophy glory. Let's go for it. Coverley. Pointless highlight just as I started to commentate it, but we have gone straight into another highlight. Reaver sends a long ball forward, but Brown, 6'8", towering Church, and Reaver was completely out of position because he had come forward for a ball that he had no reason to come out for, and Francis Church is able to just slot it into the empty net. He's beginning to find his feet, is Churchy, isn't he? Look at that, good control with his right foot and easy open goal to slot it into. What a start against Kettering. Unwin now with a corner. Headed over. Butler it was, apparently. So I'm going to try and grind them into the ground. We're very attacking early on. We've got a 1-0. If we concede, then at the end of the day, we'll just go back to 0-0. But if we do sort of like catch them out with being ultra aggressive, we might find ourselves 2 or 3 up. Seems to have slowed down any chances. Maybe we could slow the pace down just a touch. Perhaps go to standard pace. So a free kick, which is going to be taken by Banks. He swings in the cross. Far post is McCarthy. Not a bad effort, this. We are really putting them under pressure. I would be getting more and more worried the longer we're on very attacking and not getting that second goal. This could be that moment that we pay for being too aggressive. Oh, Crutchett's won the ball back though. It could well be our highlight after all. Church. Good control. He's round the man and he slots it home and there it is. 2 goals for Church. Franny Church is on for at least a hat-trick here, if not another 4 goals. We've already seen him score 4 goals once this season. Quite possibly in this competition. Oh no, it wasn't him, was it? Ignore me. Talking rubbish. It was Khalil Steele. Talking nonsense. But a nice 2-0 lead now. We'll keep the ultra aggression on for a minute. Here's Davis. Gives it to Crutchet. Oh, I was like a Scrooge when I see Crutchet. Bob Cratchit. Come on, guys. Come on, no. Get him. Somebody get him. What are you doing? Just let him run at it. Right. We're going. Drop it all the way back to cautious now. Try and get to half time without doing anything stupid. Crutchet. Butler. Plays it forward to McCarthy. McCarthy's coming off at half time. Swinging in the cross. Coverley at the far post. Second attempt. Gets it into Butler. What a save that was. We have a corner, but we won't get to see it. Sass brings the ball forward for Baptiste. Sass again. Haim. Plays it out to Carly. Carly. Baptiste. Ooh. We've survived that. Baptiste trying to curl it in. But come on, guys. Just keep focused to half time. Going 2-0 up. We can do this. Yes. Nicely done, guys. 2-0 at half time. Let's ring a few of these changes. Davis is on a yellow card. But we can't really... I'm not going to change him. I'm going to keep him on. Hopefully that won't be something that is a mistake. What do we want? Khalil Steele. On you come, my friend. Go for winger. Jones on for Hall. And we'll only make 2 subs, I think, at half time. But McCarthy didn't have a bad game, don't get me wrong. It's just Khalil Steele's going to want to get into the action. And I think he'll be coming back into the side again soon anyway. Can't believe Big Tell's on international duty when this was the game I'd earmarked for him. Khalil Steele cuts inside. Nobody's coming to him, so he goes for the shot. We win the corner, but we won't get to see it. Oh, we might. We might. We're going to get to see a corner. Woohoo! Come on. Swung in. Somebody's jumped up and scored. It's Lewis Banks. Not the name I was expecting to see out there. But I'm really happy for the lad. He's got his first goal for the club. He's 33 years old, I think, if I remember correctly, for Lewis Banks. And very much a fringe player. But today, he gets himself a goal. Good on you. Now we've got a 3-goal lead. Let's get at him again. Jonesy plays the ball forward. Tuck. Guthrie. They're coming forward now. Good ball to Haim. And the ball to Matchis. He must have been offside there. Must have been offside. Go on, Lido. He was a mile off. Heath sends the ball long. Church is around and wins the header, but it's gone straight to Reaver. Baptiste. Back to Sass. They're getting a lot of possession here. The ball's not gone out since we made that tactical change. Sawyers sends it long. Heath should collect. What's he going to do with it? Gives it to Banks. Gives it to Coverley. Coverley looked like he was running in quicksand. Did play the long ball, but now the ball's coming back again. Come on, somebody put the ball out or something. End the highlight, man. It's coming back again. Well done, Banks. He's having a superb game, is Banks. Unwin. Crutchett. What's Crutchett going to do with this? Gives it to Steele and Butler. Nice work. Steele's away now. Can he swing the ball in? He can. Church is waiting. Church makes the header. 4-0. This is getting pretty expansive, this scoreline now. It's going to be a cricket score before long. Kettering don't know what's hit them, do they? It is so nice to be in this kind of form. And hopefully we can continue it into the league. We have got that big FA Cup game coming up, and that usually means that you see a downturn in form just before a cup game. Right, we're an hour in. Let's make a couple more substitutions. I think if we put Banks into the centre and play Correa, he's not really a right back, so he's not going to like that very much. I wonder if he can do inverted wing back, inside wing back. And Coverley's been pretty quiet today, to be fair. Not as impressed with him today, but there's been plenty of other people shining, so it's not the end of the world, is it? Focus play down the right. Get Mensah on the ball. Here we go. Long ball forward. It's coming back at us. Haim. Carley. Stirk. Haim's going to get to that ball, and we need to make sure that we're on this now. Concentrate. No, 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 you clowns. Very defensive. Let's shut the game out. "10 minutes to survive with a 3-goal lead. Once you've given them confidence, though, they're going to keep coming at you. But we've successfully seen that off. And there we go, 4-1. We progress in the FA Trophy. I have no idea what round we're in, but we must be a good way into it now. I'm very happy with the result and the way you played. Praise Church's performance. You were superb in front of goal. Sure you were. Oh, we need to rest. Rest the team. 3 days to the next match. Training, rest, 2 days. Utaka's on his way out for another loan period. He does well in his loan periods as well. He's one of these guys who, when he gets a good run in the team, he does a good job for us. So we've got a big game coming up in a few days' time after this game against Hereford. Let's have a look at... We're going to play a team with a high press. Interesting. Where are they sitting now, Leamington? 12th. And then we play Hereford. That is one of the big four. We'll try. I think we'll do a couple more games. We'll try and finish on the important Hereford match, and then we've got the FA Cup. I don't know if I can play 4 matches. I got to get up early for work tomorrow. I am tempted to keep Banks in the team. I think he had a good game. Bradbury in for Hall. We'll give these guys a couple of games in a row each. Khalil Steele coming back in, and McCarthy onto the right. So inside forward, Khalil Steele as the winger. The winger. And we'll come back to Ward as the goalkeeper as well. Having given Fred Heath a game, Remy Mitchell's had a good run in the side. It's time for Ward to show his experience for us in the next couple of games. So here we go against Leamington. Let's have this, guys. You can do this. Bradbury. Banks is in a good position on the wing, but it's a pointless highlight. So why were we worried? Early doors here, and there's not many chances. Hello? Anything happening? Finally, a highlight. Brown heads it to Banks. Where's Banks going with this? He gives it to Bradbury, back to Brown. Davis will send the ball to Correa. Correa's got space. Keel gives it to Correa. Now he runs into the box, squares it across. McCarthy with the shot. Charge down and a shot from distance from Unwin. I wasn't even ready for that. We have a corner, but we don't get to see it. So, Davis now. Ward has rolled the ball out to him. Correa bringing the ball downfield. Steele seems to be walking a little bit for some reason. We've lost the ball here, and I'm a little bit unimpressed with Steele's work ethic there. Ward collects the ball from a disappointing shot, but that was a little bit of a warning sign for us. And Khalil Steele did not look like he was up for the game at all. Here's Steele now. Let's see, can you do something to make up for your lethargy that I appear to be seeing from you? Why is there so many angry faces? Apprehensive? Banks. He's hitting a post. He had a second goal in as many games. Now we're giving the ball away. It's Khalil Steele's mistake. Correa made up for it. That was something. Let's try and cheer him up. We'll shout encourage. Davis does well at the back. Bradbury goes out to Banks. He's got space. He swings in the cross. Possibly a little bit too early for me. I might take that early crosses off the tactic full stop. Banks here has given the ball away. Fortunately, it was the end of that highlight. We have another highlight. At the moment, it's in our favour. Correa, will he swing in the cross? No, he gives it to Steele. Steele does swing in the cross. What's happened? Offside? Never. Not having it. So into the second half, there's not a lot happening up front. I think we're going to bring McCarthy on and Church can disappear for Mensah and make him a whinger. Bradbury is having a bad game, so Hall can come on and play in that role. I've just realised something. We haven't even scored yet, have we? This is points being dropped. Oh, while it's highlight, I can't look. I want to check on how the other teams are doing, because we may have to start going for this game soon. And I'm a little bit concerned about this highlight. War, nobody's coming to him, and offside ref must have been. We have blown this game, and we are now staring in the barrel of defeat. Of course I want to change your Muppet. Changing it because of the score. I think he was offside as well. Not the best angle, admittedly, but I mean, Khalil Steele is on a 7.2, but everything I've seen on him on the highlights has been annoying me. Oh, come on. Right, Banks is coming off. I've seen enough. Clark on for Banks. A two who come on for Davis, who's not had a bad game, but we need to make some changes here. Clark takes a throw in, finds Mensah. Mensah pulled back. Crosses the ball, and Khalil Steele on the far post. We've at least got it back to even Stevens. That's me. Even Steven. So it was a good cross. Steele is not the tallest of guys, but he did position himself well. And a good headed finish. 1-1. So let's just pause it and have a look where we're at with the teams. Oh, actually, none of the other teams are playing. So that means we'll have played a game extra, but we could do with a win. We don't want to be dropping points to a mid-table team where we've got Hereford next. Hayden sends a long ball forward. This could be another opportunity for them. Come on, guys, get in there. Come on. They've gone for a long shot there. And I think we're going to get to see their corner, which is not fair. Oh, no, we didn't get to see it. Let's go back to positive. I think we're being a bit too ambitious here. And then when we can, we'll give him a shout. Let's see what happens with this highlight before we go shouting, because it makes a difference to what we shout. Well done, Butler. Come on. Mensah and Clark playing it in a tight area. Mensah now is running down the wing. Go to the byline, my friend. Oh, he's not. He's crossed it early, and McCarthy should have scored. Simple as that. Let's encourage him again. The ball has crossed to the far post. A two who rising, headed it over. I think we're going to have to give a two who a bit of a run in the side, because he will be complaining soon. Not that I'm bothered if we lost him, because I think we've got 3 good centre-backs, but we need the cover, whatever. Oh, no. Whoa, that was close. Get it away. Come on, end the highlight now. That's enough. Don't give him too much encouragement. Oh, we're going to lose this. Oh, come off it. As if he got pushed there. Seen it all before this. Well done, Ward. Come on. Oh, I can't even shout at him. Mensah gives it to Hall. Long ball forward. McCarthy must have been stood offside, because he's no interest in going for it. It's coming back our way. A two-who. Good header. Correa gives it to Steele. Go on, Khalil Steele. Correa on the overlap. Still going. Still going. Swings in the cross. Mensah's at the far post. Oh, you donkey. Very attacking. It's all or nothing. We're going to blow this game, aren't we? Shout. Berate team. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but... Oh, no. No. I think I made them sad and angry, and we're on all-out attack, and the other team have got a corner. It's headed away by Thomas Brown, but they're coming back in. Nobody's putting a tackle in. He's hit the crossbar. Get the ball. Go on, Steele. Run with it, my friend. Go on. Pass it now. Oh, what are you doing? You flipping clown! So I knew we were dropping points there. Just knew it. We weren't good enough. I mean, I'm not being funny, but we should have been beating them. We've moved into second place, but we've played a game more than everyone else. And, yeah, I think they'll overtake us. I mean, straight away we've got the next game against Hereford. If we don't win that now, then I think we're in a world of trouble. Because that'll be 2 games without a result. Probably should have rested the team as well, but this right winger role has got me a little bit unsure what to do, because Mensah is so good. Coverley's not getting as many games as he would like. And McCarthy is playing well there. I think I might rest Church for this game. And maybe play either Mensah or Coverley. Probably Coverley, actually. Let's quick pick it. He's gone with Mensah, but I'm thinking of giving Coverley a run out. Big Tell's back. That's good news. A 2 who I'm going to give a run out to. Yeah, let's switch them 2 over. His Broom's back as well, and he's not going to get in the side. He won't be happy. He want to be happy. Right, so that's our best team, isn't it? Interested it's saying Mitchell's our best goalkeeper now. Imagine this, eh? Keeping 3 goalkeepers happy. So, probably one of the biggest games of our season, away to Hereford. Spring a result here, and I'll start to believe that we could possibly do this. But if we can't get anything else, a draw would be fantastic. Early signs are we're getting the chances. I want to take that instruction off for a bit, see whether that helps us. Floated crosses. Just go to standard, I think. Steele plays it to Jones. Gives it back to Khalil Steele. Puts inside. He's waiting for an overlap. It doesn't come and he's lost the ball. Tell you what, last couple of games he's been stressing me out as Khalil Steele. McCarthy wins a header. Coverley is there. Coverley with the finish. Yes, he's done it. Gets in. Coverley puts us 1-0 up. This could be a really important result if we were to get it. Good target man work from McCarthy. Well controlled from Coverley. Took a while for him to get the ball under control, but just took it in at the near post. And we lead 1-0. Come on, you Blues. But Purcell is through. Was he offside? We've hooked it away. They're not giving the offside, but I thought he was off myself. Ref, come on. Hereford are coming back into this game now since we've gone ahead. Here's Khalil Steele. Takes the ball to the byline, pulls it back to Crutchett. Crutchett is so getting named Cratchit. Steele brings the ball forward again. He's charging through. Nobody's coming to him. He's gone for goal. A little bit ambitious. He could have carried it forward another 10 yards there. We're on the defensive now. Coyle Morrow, what's he going to do with it? He's found Quaho, who's got a great cross to Purcell. 1-1. Nothing Mitchell could do with that. The ball was in the back of the net before he could get anywhere near it. It was from about 1 yard. Tomo got at the wrong side of his man. That's what I would say with that. So we'll encourage them. Try and make it so the heads don't drop. Steele cuts inside, gives it to Bradbury. Jones. Back to Bradbury and Hall. Good to see these midfielders working well together. Clark. Early ball to Coverley. What's Coverley going to do with it? He's cut inside. Ref, come on. Yes, penalty. Who's number 2? Crutchett with the penalty task today. And he's tucked it away. Whew. I wasn't too sure about that when I saw that decision, but he's scored. (2-1). This is so far so good, but there's a long way to go in this game. Straight from the kickoff. It's not what we want to see as another highlight. Come on, guys, get him! Don't let him do that, you absolute pillocks! Just let him run through you. Absolute idiots. I've literally just berated them now because of that. Another highlight before half-time. They'll probably be a bit angry because I've just shouted at them for conceding that stupid goal. Working it well. Jones plays Khalil Steele through. He's through. He is through and through and should have scored. I'll try to be encouraging with him. I'm taking a 2-2 off. Not that it was his fault for that goal. It was probably more likely... Do you know what? I'm going to put Davis on. I don't want to do that. But it's interesting to know that you can do that. I didn't know you could. And I'm going to put Mensah on for the goal scorer, Coverley. He is on a yellow card. And Big Tell on for Khalil Steele. Inside forward. Second midfielder, right. Can we switch you to winger from there? There. So on we go with the second half. A few changes here. And a team that is... We're playing okay in this game. It's a very even game. This pointless highlight is still going. What's going on? Clarkey. Come on, lad. Bring it forward. Gives it to Mensah. Back into Hall. Mensah. Gives it to Clark. Back to Mensah. Inside to Hall. Jones lines up a shot. Nobody even moved, but that was a pretty good effort from Jones. Try and encourage him one more time. See if we can get ourselves back in the lead for a third time. I've got a feeling we've blown our chance, to be honest. But here's Clark. Gives it to Hall. Clark, back to Hall again. Jones. Jones goes for another goal, and this time it does go in. Gareth Jones. What a Welsh wizard. I don't know if he is Welsh, but his name suggests he is. Right, guys. Let's go defensive. Try and keep it at 3-2 for at least 15 minutes. Instead of every time we score, we just concede at the other end. Now, focus. Yeah, they love that. Look at the red faces. Right, so we've survived those 10 minutes. Bring it forward to balanced. We don't want to allow them too much control in the game. Give them another focus. Make sure that they don't lose this now. Very defensive. Edit. Out of possession. Everybody back. Probably could have made more subs as well, to be honest. Go on, no highlights. Yes, get in. That is a big win, that. Absolutely massive win. And Hereford have dropped down now. Sudbury are a team who are trying to push themselves back into contention as well. But we've got a 4-point lead over fourth place now. So it's now, I won't say it's a 3-horse race yet, but certainly the teams who are constantly picking up the points. We, of course, have played a game more than all of these. So there is that bit to it, which is not good. Well done, lads. That was an important result. But having dropped points against Leamington, we needed it. What a finish that was by Jones as well. Oh man, what to do? It's quite late. Has our game been cancelled? Because it just seemed to disappear off the calendar. So there we are. Oh no, we've got Kettering. Do you know what? I think I am going to knock it on the head there. I was considering trying to get to the FA Cup game. and I will probably end up playing it off stream now, which is a bit of a shame. You know, it's nice to do these things live, but I'm tired and I've got to get up early for work tomorrow. So I appreciate everybody who's turned up for the stream today. Thank you very much. Hope you've enjoyed the content. So far, so good with this season. We're sitting second in the league after 20 games for ourselves. Obviously, when the games in hand have been made up by the other teams, we may not be sitting second anymore, but we can't go down any further than third. So we're still in that hunt for this title. We could do with Morecambe dropping some points soon. They're looking very, very ominous with all the wins that they've got. Look at that form. How long is that run extending now? Jeepers, man. Telford beat them in October, and then they've won every game since. We could just come up against one of them teams this season. That is looking like it's going to be. Bury are obviously looking very dangerous as well. Form not quite as impressive. They drew with Leamington as well, so Leamington have taken some good points here. Sudbury won 3 in a row. Then 2 draws. Again with Leamington. Leamington have basically caused problems for all of the teams. Have they played? They haven't played. They have as well, but they lost 2-0 to Morecambe. So Morecambe was a step too far for them. Leamington have effectively given Morecambe their lead by taking points off all of the 3 teams behind them. Anyway, we'll leave it there. I appreciate you, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.